Welcome back to another episode of B-KnockzTV. Today, we're going to talk about the ladies of Death Row Records, who not only held the label down with dope hooks, they had raw talent, bars that can hang with the best of them lyrically, and vocals like no other in that era, and still to this day, hands down. Their unique sounds were featured on some of the best songs ever put out by Death Row, and they helped pioneer the label to the top of the game. There is no denying their contributions, and I'm here to put a spotlight on them. No need to keep you waiting. Let's get it. We're gonna kick it off with Miss L.A., who in the late 80s got her break by performing on the song Turn Off the Lights by the world-class Wrecking Crew with Dr. Dre. And then she became a premier solo artist for Ruthless Records, founded by Eazy-E. She dropped her self-titled debut album in October of 1989, produced entirely by Dr. Dre, which had cuts like Nicety, No More Lies, and Something in My Heart. The album was certified gold the next year. Now, once the split between Eazy-E and Dre happened, Miss L.A. signed to Death Row Records along with Dre. During her time at Death Row Records, she would be featured on songs like Let's Play House by the Dog Pound and Run the Streets by Tupac, before dropping her second and final album, Hung Jury, in August of 1998. This had cuts like Hang Time, Can I Get a Witness, Crazy, Walk With Me, Don't Say You Love Me, Wasted My Time, and Hung Jury. Now, this album didn't reach anywhere near the success of her debut album 9 years prior, but it was a real solid project. She would go on to do the reality show R&B Divas LA in 2013, and she performed in a stage play titled Love Jones. Now, I haven't heard any new music from her over the years, but if you know of some, leave it in the comments. Shout out to Miss LA. Next up, we have the Lady of Rage. Now, for those that don't know, her first appearance was on a song by Chubb Rock called Bring 'Em Home Safely in 1991 under the name Rockin' Robin. Dr. Dre discovered her soon after due to her ties with the LA Posse and signed her to Death Row. From here, she would gain notoriety for appearing on songs like Lyrical Gangbang, High Powered, and Stranded on Death Row off Dr. Dre's The Chronic album in 1992, the G-Funk intro, and For All My N's and B's on Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style in 93, and N's Don't Give a F on the Poetic Justice soundtrack with the Dog Pound. In 1994, she dropped her debut hit single, Afro Puffs, that was featured on the Above the Rim soundtrack, and was supposed to be the lead single on her debut album, Eargasm, which was set to drop after Doggy Style, but the album kept getting pushed back and never came out. Now, although she didn't drop the album for whatever reason, she kept busy by appearing on several other songs under the Death Row umbrella before dropping her debut and solo album, Necessary Roughness, in 1997. Production was handled mainly by Daz, DJ Premier, and Easy Mo B. This had cuts like Big Bad Lady, Show Shot, No Shorts, Get With the Wickedness Remix, Raw Deal, Breakdown, Rough, Rugged, and Raw, Microphone Pon Cock, pause, and Confessions. A year later in 1998, Rage would leave Death Row to pursue her acting career, most known for her reoccurring role on The Steve Harvey Show from 1997 to 2000. She also appeared in movies like Next Friday, Ride, and several others. She did return to rap over the years and has dropped mixtapes and had feature spots on several projects with other artists. Go check them out. Shout out to the Lady of Rage. We're gonna end it with Jewel, considered by many as the first lady of Death Row, which was a moniker that she carried and lived up to. She was the first signed artist on the label by her account. We first heard her on NWA's Ends for Life album on the skit Message to BA, and on the song I'd Rather F You by Eazy-E in 1991. From there, her next appearance will be on the Deep Cover soundtrack in 1992 on the song Love or Lust, produced by Dr. Dre. She would go on to be featured on The Chronic on songs like Dre Day, Let Me Ride, The Doctor's Office skit, The Roach, and Bees Ain't Ish. According to Jewel, her debut album Black Diamond was supposed to come out after The Chronic, but it got pushed back because the label decided to push Snoop Dogg's Doggy Style album due to the momentum around Snoop's buzz after The Chronic. Her next appearance would be on Doggy Style, on the lead single What's My Name in 1993. I'm surprised that she wasn't featured on this album more than just this one song. Or if she was, maybe she was uncredited. In 1994, she had 2 song placements on the Above the Rim soundtrack. Gonna Give It To You, featuring Aaron Hall, and It's Not Deep Enough. That same year, she appeared on the Murder Was the Case soundtrack on the song Harvest for the World and Woman to Woman, which is the song she's most known for. Also in 1994, she can be heard on The Hook on Bone Thugs and Harmony's For the Love of Money, which was recorded previously before signing to Death Row. She had high expectations that she would be up next, but in 1995, her album was pushed back once again. At this time, the Dog Pound was super hot, due to them being heavily featured on The Chronic and Doggy Style, along with various soundtracks. Suge Knight decided to push their debut album, Dog Food, instead of hers. Fast forward to 1996, she would appear on Tupac's All Eyes on Me album, on the track Wonder Why They Call You B, and Thug Passion. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the only other time we would hear her on any more Death Row releases would have been on the Gridlock soundtrack, on the track Body and Soul. She would leave Death Row Records in 1998 due to financial disputes with the label, and would eventually drop her long-awaited debut album, Black Diamond, in 2011, and her second and final album, Love Plus Pain Equals Music, in 2021, before she passed away in 2022. I would like to say rest in peace to Jewel. Her voice was out this world. I mean, I still get chills whenever I hear Dre Day at the end of that song when she goes off. Man, classic. And that wraps things up for this episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I got more content coming soon, so stay tuned. I apologize for the wait, but I'm back. Till next time.